what you guys probably already know, what we're building behind me, this big mammoth tower behind me. This is the nation's largest freestanding drop tower. So to put that into perspective, if you look behind me, you can see Sheikra kind of off in the distance. Take Sheikra, that's 200 feet tall. And then you put the Cheetah Hunt Tower on top of that. And then you put our Air Grover roller coaster on top of that. This is taller than all of them. So anybody who's been on Sheikra before, you know when you get up to the very top, you're looking down, everything looks really small. But on this ride, when you get up to the top, you're actually looking down on Sheikra. It's a very unique, different perspective. So, you know, Sheikra up to this point has really been the big daddy for the park, but really that's just going to be a stepping stone to get up to the Falcon. So, and not only is it tall, which you know you can see so much cool stuff. You'll see Orlando, you'll see St. Petersburg, Miami. You'll see it all. But once you get up to the very top, you'll ride in seats just like this over here. We'll take you up to the very top, very close to 300 feet tall. And then we'll tilt those seats 90 degrees straight down. So not only do you get the great majestic views up at the very top, but you get the earth-shattering views looking down at the ground. So we'll take you on those seats, tilt you, so you're looking down and you don't see anything else other than the ground down there. You'll see a bunch of ants and those are people because they're going to be so small. So once you get to that top there, not only is that going to be intense enough, but we also wanted to kick that up a notch. Because for Sheikra, anybody who's ridden on that, you know that we hold you up there for a certain amount of time. You can kind of count down mentally in your head how long it's going to be. But for this ride, we wanted to make that even more unnerving. So we're going to have a randomizer sequence up at the very top. So it may be 1 second we'll hold you, could be 5 seconds we hold you. So we're not going to let you know when we're going to drop you. We're not going to give you any times or anything like that. But we'll hold you up there and we're just going to let you go.
Just like that.
Just like that. So we'll let you go, and we'll just let gravity take over. So that's the way it works. It takes about a minute to get to the very top, and as we drop you, you'll free fall for 5 to 6 seconds. So when you guys get home, you should like scream for 5 to 6 seconds and see how long that is. That's a long amount of time. You almost have to like catch your breath because you're going to be screaming for so long. So the ride experience as you're dropping. So once you get up to the top, you rotate your seats 90 degrees. As you're dropping, we'll rotate your seats back into the seated position as you're dropping before you hit the main brake run. So if anybody's been skydiving before, you've seen skydiving before, this ride is just going to be as close to skydiving without getting onto an airplane. So as you're falling down, if you're skydiving, you pull your parachute, right? You pull your parachute and it kicks you back into your seated position as you're falling. So this will be very similar dynamic motion. You'll be falling, tilt your seats down, and then brake run as you're dropping. So it'll be unlike anything that you guys have experienced before. Really dynamic and really fun. So that's the ride experience in a nutshell. Some of the other nitty-gritty facts about the ride: we've got 32 seats in an octagonal fashion. They're in seats are grouped in rows of 4. So as you get to the very top, each of those sets of 4 rotates as you're falling down. It takes about a minute to get up to the top. Total ride experience is a little over 2 minutes. So it'll be a pretty good ride. The capacity for the ride is a little under 800 people an hour. The ride itself, you can see, is almost completely assembled up to this point. This past weekend, we put the top cap up at the very top. So you'll see in the next few days, our crane will be going away, and we'll start the process of getting all the electrical components terminated, getting everything rung in, and then we bring in the ride manufacturer to do their ride testing and commissioning. So, and what I'm looking forward to the most would be the first test ride for it. So, I'm anxiously awaiting that day when we get to be on the first ride, the first drop, so to speak.